Okay, here we are learning about our chords. I already have them all numbered and I have one mistake up here. Who can tell me my mistake? Someone. C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, C is 8. C is 8! It cannot be 8! We already had C here. So C is 1, so it is not 8. Don't say 8 there, it'll get y'all confused. There is no 8. We only have 7 letter names. Alright. Now I said to build a chord, we skipped notes. Last time I just circled them. This time I'm going to write them out. So if I have C to build a chord, I skip D and I would write E. I skip F, I would have G. So in the scale of C, my one chord is C, E, and G. Aha! My two chord, D, I skip a note, I have F. I skip a note, I have A. In the key of C, key is another fancy way of saying scale. In the scale of C, my two chord is D, F, and A. Sound a little bit different, didn't it? My one chord, my two chord. Very different sound. You can hear the sound difference. Here we go with 3. I have E. I skip a note, I have G. I skip a note, and I have B. That's how I build my chords. So in the scale of C, my 3 chord is E, G, B. All right. Now my 4 chord. I have F. I skip a note and I have A. I skip another note and I have C. In the key, in the scale of C, my 4 chord is F, A, and C. Here we go. G, I skip a note, I have B. I skip a note. Well, it doesn't tell me what comes after that, does it? But what comes after C? It is D. So my 5 chord is G, B, D. Aha. All right. Here we go. In the scale of C, my 6th chord is A. Skip a note, I have C. Doesn't tell me what comes after to skip, but I can look over here. C, I skip a note and I have E. I have A, C, and E. There we go. Sounds kind of cool. Now this last one is going to sound weird. It's not major, it's not minor, it's just weird. I like it though. All right, in the scale, in this key, in the scale of C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 7, B. I have to skip C to D, and then I have to skip D to F. In the scale, in the key of C, my 7 chord is B, D, and F, and it sounds kind of scary. Now, to make a song, I need to have a chord that has every single note in it. If I can pick chords that has all my notes of my scale in it, I can always have a chord that will fit whatever note that I'm singing or that I'm playing and that will sound good. So I'm obviously going to want to have a C to start out with, right? So I have a C, E, and a G. So I can already take that. I have those. Okay, good. Now, if I were to take a 2 chord, D, F, and A, I already have 6 chords. I already have 6 letters, right? I can harmonize. It means have a chord go with my notes. All sorts of stuff with the 2. Then I could add my 3 and get that B in there, have all of them together. I could pick those first 3 chords. It would work. It would just sound weird. without getting into all this blah, 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 blah stuff. It's really boring. And it all has to do with major and minor and a lot of weird stuff of history and all. Long and short of it is, people discovered, well, we want to have major sounding chords most of the time. Whenever I'm playing a song like this, I have 4 chords and only one of them is minor. All the others are major. People like happy things. So, without getting into all of that, and I could, it's quite fun, but I'm wanting everybody to be able to do this. I realize, and people realized a long time ago, that these are the 3 chords that we really need. For my scale of C, do I have a C here? Yes, I actually have 2 choices for it. Very nice. Do I have a D here? Yes, I do. So anytime I'm playing a D, I can play this chord. Do I have an E? Well, there we go. It's right there. Do I have an F? Right there. Do I have a G? Right there or right there? Do I have an A? Yep. Do I have a B? Yep. Do I have a C again? Yep. So those 3 chords, make sure I'm in the frame, those 3 chords will let us play any song we want. Now, the big complicated music theory, mumbo jumbo, wiggly wimey, whatever, is that with these 3 chords, I can switch back and forth from them any way I want, and it will sound good. If I were to pick those other chords that I showed you, like those, they would sound kind of weird whenever I went back and forth between them. Same with some of these others. They would just sound kind of weird. But some weird, cool reason, if I have this chord, and this chord, which is 1, 4, and 5, if I put those together, they will always sound good. Whether I'm playing a C, I can go to a G, back to a C. I go to an F, to a G, to a C, to a G, to an F, to a C. It always sounds good no matter how you do it. And so when we write songs on our Quaver thing, if we are using C, F, and G, you can put them in any order and they will sound good. But if you were to take any of those others, they would sound weird. We don't want it to sound weird. I mean, you can make it sound weird just to see, but you're not going to be happy with it. You're not going to say, oh, that sounds nice. You're going to be like, that sounds weird. We want it to sound nice. So if we use those 3 chords, it will work. I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do the same thing in the key of G and the key of F. We're going to do those 2, and then we'll be done. I hope you kind of follow this. It's a little confusing, but if you get confused, just watch it again. And if you don't get it, it's okay. But it's going to make our activities make more sense when we start writing the Quaver songs. When I'm saying, well, you're going to use our 1 chord, our 4 chord, and our 5 chord together to write our songs. So hopefully you kind of follow along with this. And if you don't, you might get on the next video. And if you don't, you might get on the last video. And if you don't, it's okay. I just wanted us to try. This is really fun for me. I'm hoping that we get it. Here we go.